the Dhammapada Sutra spoken by the Buddha, concluding chapter 26, verses 383 to 423, beginning from verse 383. Proceed and sail across the brook. Renounce the pleasures of the flesh, Brahmin. Once you have accomplished the calming of the soul's occupations, you will discover that which is not subject to conditions or circumstances, Brahmin. Verse 384. A Brahmin who has advanced beyond the idea of things having two parts or things being naturally double, all the shackles of a seer of that caliber simply end, or ruined and no more. Verse 385. A man who is aware not of this coast, other coasts, or both this and that. A man like this, liberated from all worry, absolutely free, that, I declare, is a Brahmin. Verse 386. Concentrating, reflecting, without blemish, at rest internally. All duties done, not idle, not indolent, liberated from wandering and imaginary thoughts, and accomplishing the highest goals. That, I declare, is a Brahmin. Verse 387. In the day there is the glistening sunlight, and at night there is moonlight. A soldier lights up in his weaponry, and a Brahmin lights up in concentration. But always and everywhere, night or day, the Buddha lights up in his magnificence. Verse 388. A Brahmin is declared Brahmin, having abandoned vice and wrong actions. It is by devout conduct, by virtuous action, that one is declared religious, and by discarding flaws, a man is declared advanced. Verse 389. A man should not attack a Brahmin, and a Brahmin should not rage or get furious. How wretched is he who attacks a Brahmin, and what a disgrace. And how wretched is he who rages or gets furious as a consequence. How disgraceful. Verse 390. A Brahmin should control and guide his soul away from sensuality. This is the best thing a Brahmin must do. Pain and distress simply vanish in the precise degree that he discards or disregards any idea of damage or injury to humankind. Verse 391. A man who commits no evil physically or bodily, verbally or lingually, intellectually or internally, but is disciplined, self-controlled regarding these three areas, that, I declare, is a Brahmin. Verse 392. With profound respect, a man should honor the learned from whom he has acquired or gained the truth, instructed and expounded by the real Buddha, precisely the way a Brahmin regards the flames of an offering. Verse 393. A man is not a Brahmin just because he has angled locks, or because of his ancestry, descent, or social class. One who has acquired the truth and is honest is surely a holy man, a Brahmin. Verse 394. Of what avail is your tangled locks, idiot? Or what avail is your dear hide? Internally you are distorted and confused. Your external is merely deceptive and hypocritical glamour. Verse 395. A man clothed in patched garments sewn from old tattered clothes from the waist mound, who is desolate, lean and haggard, with his muscles tough and firmly established throughout his physical structure, concentrating in solitude deep in the jungle, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 396. I do not recognize him as a Brahmin, a priestly holy man, who is regarded as such due to regular birth from a parent, normally the mother. Having personal material belongings, he is most likely full of conceit and arrogance. A man who dwells without personal material belongings and is free from clinging, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 397. Breaking all shackles, a man who is not bothered, not perturbed, but has eluded ties and attachments. That man, emancipated and free, I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 398. A man who has broken both fetter and leather straps as well as fittings for horse riding and restraint. One who has rid himself of the hindrance, enlightened, a Buddha, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 399. A man who tolerates blame, maltreatment and fetters, unperturbed, not worried, but is blessed with endurance. And that blessing is his grace, his magnificence. That I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 400. Free from rage, pious, honest, and most honorable, without greed, without hankering, cultivated and dwelling in his ultimate material appearance, his final worldly flesh, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 401. Precisely like drops of water on the foliage of lotus, like an oval of mustard on a pin's fine tip. A man who is not bound or tied to the flesh and sensuousness, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 402. A man who has arrived at the end of his pain and distress now, in this world, in this place, existence, condition, etc., who has laid down the woes and troubles, freed, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 403. The man of wit and wisdom, deep in understanding, master of the paths of good and evil, having attained the highest goal, the greatest objective, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 404. Closely acquainted with neither laymen or bhikkhus, that is monks or nuns, roaming everywhere without a dwelling place, having only a handful of basic necessities or requirements, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 405. Refraining from attacking or doing harm to sentient beings, living beings, in general, at rest or in motion, inactive or active. One who does not destroy life or prompt the destruction of life, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 406. Unperturbed among humans yet perturbed, tranquil and serene among the rash and forceful, free from grasping among humans yet grasping, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 407. A man from whom craving, dislike and hatred, arrogance, insincerity and pretense have dropped off, like an oval of mustard on a pin's fine tip, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 408. A man who speaks basically calm and composed words of instruction and verity, blaming nobody in existence, human being or other sentient existence, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 409. A man who does not claim or accept anything on earth that is not handed to him. He does not steal. He does not steal anything, lengthy or brief, grand or petty in appearance, pleasing or not, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 410. A man without craving in this life on earth or in the future life, without hankering, released, set free, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 411. A man who is without clinging, free from bondage, and has been liberated by awareness and released from ignorance and the unknown, having moved swiftly into immortality, eternal life, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 412. A man who has at this very time and in this very place gone beyond the bondage of both vice and virtue, without grief, without flaw, chaste and holy, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 413. A human without blemish, chaste, holy, decent, moon-like, rid of pollutants, having terminated the pursuit of delights, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 414. A man who has gone beyond the deceptive, tricky, and unreliable mud of samsara and want of knowledge, having gone across and arrived at the other coast, reflecting and concentrating, calm and still in the soul, liberated from all unknown, tranquil and serene, not grasping any material or worldly thing, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 415. A man who at this very time and in this very place, renouncing the flesh and sensuousness, has taken to roaming without a home or haven, having terminated the pursuit of delights, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 416. A man who at this very time and in this very place, renouncing greed and hankering, having taken to roaming without a home or haven, having terminated the pursuit of delights, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 417. A man who has renounced all attachments, ties and shackles of humanity, and gone beyond the heavenly as well, rid and free from all attachments, all ties and shackles, that I declare is a Brahmin. Verse 418. A man who has renounced delight and disgust. Delight and disgust is placid and rid of all longing